Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. We've been here since Wednesday. It's been almost a week since we've been in the studio.
Bill, get on now.
He's ready. He's ready to go. Yeah, we're here on a Monday.
When your players showed up at meetings not ready, what'd you do?
Uh-oh. He's off the mic. He's been doing some studying over there. There we go. There we
When
go.
your guys showed up at your, was it 7 a.m. meeting?
Yes.
Oh, this is the plane's not even off the ground at this point.
There we go. The mic is up.
When they showed up not ready, not attentive, dragging in, what'd you do?
I said, I sure wish you guys would be here earlier. It would help me a lot. That was it. Very calm. Very calming. Very calming.
Very
Yes.
calm. Come on.
Well, we're here. How was your weekend, Sip?
We're going into the coal mine now.
We are.
We're going into the coal mine. They're lowering us into the coal mine right now.
It's getting close
Work
to that.
time.
Well, we've got Big 12 Media Days coming this week.
Tomorrow and
Yeah.
Wednesday.
You're going.
I wish I was going.
Yeah, you'll
God,
have to
incredible. Gundy. Imagine that. Gundy.
You'd wear
Prime.
that shirt and you'd think people would think you were with the
Yes.
Oklahoma
Yes.
State contingent. Yeah. So that's what did you say, Tuesday and Wednesday?
Tuesday, tomorrow, and Wednesday are Big 12 Media Days in Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium.
God, it's here. It's pretty
It's
much
already
here.
here.
You got to start listening to New Heisel every day now. New Heisel and Child.
I like listening to them. They're good.
Yeah, here I am promoting other shows.
It's fine.
We're
Talk,
off
they
to a
talk
great
football. It's
start.
okay.
Yeah, we're in it now. I mean, I don't know. People don't have to think group think, but the way I think is I'm in it now. I turned the corner. It's summer's over for me.
Hope it was
Summer's
a good,
over.
I hope it was a good summer for you. I hope it was
It
good.
was just fair. It was just fair. But it's over. It's time now. That's what it feels like to me. It's go time.
You're locked in.
Yeah, I didn't really get a vacation. Don't even know if I needed one, to be honest.
You had Hawaii for a work trip back.
You have
in
a
what,
T-shirt with
February?
a chicken on it.
I got that.
I think it's a rooster.
I got that for a sip a couple years ago from Hawaii.
I think it's a rooster.
Rooster. It is a rooster.
Yeah.
Is a rooster still a chicken?
No.
it's in the same family.
4645685.
Is a
Let
rooster
us know.
still a chicken?
Can you do that? I don't know. Ben's here, by the way.
Young Ben is back from vacation.
Got his hours cleaned up. He'll be here for the whole show. He told me earlier today. I asked if he'd be here for the whole show. He said he would be. So that's good. He's also worked for 2 weeks and then went on a week vacation. That was another one.
He was there Monday last week and he was gone, and now he's back again.
Ben Droz.
Young Ben.
Young
7
Ben.
Mile Ben.
Ben is here. We got a full boat. We got stuff to talk about. How was your guys' weekend? Mine wasn't very interesting.
Very laid back. Yeah, just spent some time with some family. Other than that, nothing too much. It was a great weekend.
I talked to you one time, and there was just a line of people waiting to talk to you. It's hard to talk to you on the phone because you got to talk between people giving you well wishes. I don't have that problem.
It was just random people on the road.
Right.
Would stop.
Just random people on the road stopping.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Bill, you want to come over? See, I don't get that problem.
He's living the high life, Sim. He's living the high life. over
Yeah, I
there.
mean, they
Come on.
recognize him, and literally a guy was like, "Do you recognize me?" And had a little small talk. I was listening to the whole thing. And then the guy said, "You want to come over?" It was
It's
funny.
a good time right there.
He did hear the whole thing.
I did. I could hear it all going down.
Is Farley locked out?
No, we shouldn't be. The side door should be unlocked.
Farley's wandered around the front of the building.
premises. Yeah, he's around the premises.
We're at 11th and
Oh,
Oh,
how was your
idle
weekend?
chit chat? I hung out for a while with Andrew Newton of Newton's Lawn Care. For real, I
hold on,
did.
So
I
you-
did.
So you're over at Cedars?
No, I was not at
What were you doing at
Cedars.
Cedars?
It was- What do you do here?
I was not at Cedar.
Andrew Newton. I sponsor the show. It says right here, Newton Lawn Care on my jacket.
Andrew shot me a
Just taken
text on
aback.
the 3rd of July, like at 10:45 at night, late. Say, hey, if you have nothing going on the 4th of July, come on over for some fireworks and food. And we had nothing going on at nighttime. All the parties were out of town. We're stuck around in Lincoln, so we went over to Andrew's for an hour or two.
No,
That had
nice.
to be great.
And they were serving the cuisine on the 4th of July at Andrew's house was Mexican food and pizza. It was
That's
beautiful.
pretty
It was
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
good.
beautiful.
It's a good combo.
You would think hot dogs, hamburgers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We're doing our own thing, and it was wonderful. It was fantastic.
Mexican food and
What
pizza.
does his
Yeah.
yard look like? That
Oh, well,
has
I mean,
to be.
come on.
That has to just be ridiculous.
What do you think? It was
Yes.
immaculate. Not a
Yes.
not a sign of any sort of brown or weeds at all.
See,
on the
there's some
ground.
pressure on him, though.
That would be pressure.
That's pressure.
That's pressure.
I mean, he has to have a good lawn.
It'd be awesome if we're in a yard business show and it's just a mess.
What's going on? here,
Dandelions
Andrew?
everywhere. And
What's
stuff. I can't
happening?
I don't have time to get to my own.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
No,
pretty fun.
His yard was immaculate. Looked great. It was a good party at Andrews. Good, probably about 30 people there. Good crowd.
Good crowd, good fireworks.
Yes,
They were shooting them all.
Yeah.
Man, it was loud.
it was a good party.
It was loud in Lincoln. Holy God.
How'd Bullet too?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I
Still
was
recovering?
amazed by it. I was amazed how crazy it was. I mean, he just kept looking at me like, okay, what is this? Is this about over? That's what he was thinking the whole time.
And there'd always be, get to about the 11:20 mark, and it's like, phew, it's done. Then somebody would rally back. There'd be a rally cap. And I think there's guys sitting around going like, just wait it out. We're gonna
Yep.
go big about 11:30.
Yep.
We're gonna go big about
That's no-
11:30.
There's no
Yeah.
doubt about that because at about 11:30, I couldn't even believe it. It went to a whole nother
The
level.
level of,
I woke up at 2 a.m. and someone was still lighting a fireworks.
But there
in the area.
wasn't a
2
lot.
in the morning.
No, there
Yeah,
wasn't a
there's a
lot
lot.
though. What I noticed is at about 1, then it kind of went dead silent, like eerie. It went from just like artillery
Yeah.
all around you to, they should call Artillery Day, by the way, not 4th of July, Artillery Day.
That's where Lincoln has changed the most. Now that the artillery shell is available. Before it was that if you were shooting those you went to Missouri or South Dakota to get those.
Yeah.
Not now. You can get them here.
No, I mean, it's not really, when we were kids. Okay, here we go. Here we go. When we were kids, me and Bill, 4th of July was, oh, those are pretty fireworks. Look at that. Lighting up the sky. That ain't what it is anymore. It is now.
the
It's,
loudest boom you got.
now it's, it blew my shower curtain down.
We had nothing like this.
Sim's just trying
We
to
had nothing
know.
like this.
we did
If you had those, oh, you got the big cone.
Yeah.
Really, the big cone that shot up maybe 8 feet in the air.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It was just
Yeah.
pretty lights back in the day. Now it's who can blow you off the ground. That's what it is now.
There's some funny videos. I sent one, I think, to Jake Sorensen via Messenger.
Yes.
Where
Oh, God,
just,
yeah.
There just a neighborhood thing that went awry. And just someone's fireworks went into the stash of fireworks. And you just see
Oh.
people scrambling.
Did it go? And it did
It
it go under the van?
Under
or
the
something?
van, yeah, that's the
Yeah, I
one.
heard
You see
about
that one?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
van
incredible.
blew up.
It was incredible.
The van blew up.
It did. The van blew up. Everyone cleared out, and all of a sudden the van blew up.
Went right under the gas
Yeah.
tank.
That's what it did.
Just like you think about sometimes.
Yeah.
What if that goes under the gas tank?
Well, it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what would happen.
What if it goes into the bushes and the bushes light on fire? Yeah, there's yeah. So no, but I didn't know. Jake saved me Friday.
Well, let's get there in a second. Ready for that?
Well, we could. Or you want to keep idle chit chat?
No, I'm done. We can go.
Yeah, I don't. Do I have my weekend wasn't. I was doing a lot of work. It feels like I didn't have a lot of fun time. Maybe the third I did. The third
Okay.
seems like a long
Wednesday.
time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
It was Wednesday.
yeah. But since then, it hasn't. I haven't had all that much fun. And Friday,
Jake
And
save
the
you?
summer's over for you.
summer's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake saved me because Friday I wasn't in work mode, and that's when the Cooper thing happened. And Jake's like, "What's the deal with Cooper?" And I said, "What are you talking about?"
So on that, that's Idle Chit Chat,
Hey, might as
sponsored by
well
our
get it.
friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please
Andrew.
call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs.
Jake
Yeah.
saved me.
Let's rewind to Friday, right about 6:00. I'm heading out to an event for the night. Get on Twitter, X, just to check what's going on. all of a sudden there's some news by Pete Thamel that Evan Cooper, Nebraska's secondary coach and defensive passing game coordinator, has resigned at that position, and Nebraska is now on the search, which they got John Butler, at least was the next day, that was found out to be the replacement from the Buffalo Bills.
Right.
But yeah, at 6 p.m., I don't blame you, Sip, for not being tuned in on a Friday night.
What time was it?
It was 6:02 when I texted you.
Just
Evan
a
Cooper,
classic
question
news
mark?
dump. Just a classic news
Late
dump.
Friday.
Oh,
Late Friday of a 4th of July weekend.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. If you're going to do it, that's the time.
Because
6:02?
there's people just reading about it today.
Yeah.
What?
What happened?
When? I was on the lake. I had no idea what was going on.
No, I was literally hanging a shower curtain. And yeah, Jake, thank you. I think I thanked you.
You did. Oh, you called me. You
But
said, what's going on? I said, well, I just saw a tweet from Pete Thamel that apparently he's resigned
Okay.
from Nebraska. So, okay. Well, got it.
Okay, that's scramble mode for me.
Then all of a sudden, computers open immediately.
Yeah. It's on the
Computers
kitchen
open.
table.
Shower
Bam.
curtains
Yeah.
down.
Shower
You know-
curtain had to go to timeout.
Yeah, your heart's beating about 1,000,000 miles an hour, but then it gets easy because it's pretty much cut and dried. I can't say I didn't know there was a possibility, but I did not know that it was going to happen then. I mean, so I was totally caught off guard in that regard, totally. But it's a pretty cut and dried thing at that point. Thamel reported that that Cooper resigned for personal reasons, and that it was announced Friday. Classic, just textbook news dump.
So how long were you working then after that on Friday? Just take the rest of your night?
No.
That'd be most of the night, wouldn't it be?
Oh, not really.
You're probably, because you had to get all kinds of, there's probably sources. There was things you're like
A little
going,
bit. No. Just if you're asking journalism questions now, it's pretty cut and dried in the sense that it's Friday, and you're not going to get the personal reasons answer. Everybody wants okay, what's the deal? Well, I don't know. It's tricky. It's a tricky one. You know what?
it's a
why.
classic example of journalism never sleeps. You can't do that. That's a big story. I tell you one thing. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to start working on this. Oh no. So when you want to get into this business, you want to go to the College of Journalism. You want to be like Ben.
Yeah.
You want to go over there and be involved in all this.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
If you're a novelist,
On
maybe
call 24/7.
You're a novelist.
like that.
Yeah, it's different.
A little different. I'm going to write a book. Yeah, when? I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
when
Thursday.
you get to
Whenever
it.
I
When I
get to
get
whenever
to
it hits. When
Yeah.
I'm driving, I'll make some notes. No,
No.
when you're reporting,
No.
that's way different. It's like the recruiting world. There is no, well, I'm going to get a hold of that guy tomorrow. There's no tomorrow.
God, that's interesting.
So you're in the
See, I
same
love
exact
that when you
world.
say that. That's interesting.
So you had to be on top of this. You had to produce something. You had to have
June.
something out.
It's got to be
right
out
away.
in 15 minutes.
15 minutes. You got to have something out.
I always do that. I'm not technically a beat writer, but when the guys are all gone, I do. Then I am a beat writer, and I when it happens like that, my thought is always, okay, I got 15 minutes here. You got to whip it together.
Now, is this normal or unusual that it was a Pete Thamel dump and not a something? Has anything
no,
come
this is
from
a good question.
from the University of Nebraska? Has anything come
No,
out
okay.
through Keith Mann and
Now Keith did send a text that said, we can confirm that he's resigned for personal reasons. Now, here's the way it works. People do want so they get an understanding. We break news a lot ourselves. A lot of times this sort of news comes from the agent world, and that's where Thamel operates. The agent world. Like people kept saying to me, how come Rule leaked Matt Rule? How come he leaked this to Thamel? I don't think Matt Rule leaked it to Thamel. I think it was an agent thing. Then I became very convinced it was an agent thing when the next morning at 7 a.m. is when the Butler news, when Thamel broke the Butler news. Now, I would thank Bill in Pottsville, Pennsylvania for alerting me to that, because I wasn't ready for that
Two
one either.
separate people.
Yeah,
helping out.
7 a.m.
You got
he
people on
texted
your
me
corner
saying,
there, Sip.
is this John Butler thing real? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know who John Butler is. He goes, well, I think he's a replacement for Cooper. And then I was in scramble mode again from 7 to 8 a.m. on Saturday. So, great. But that's what I'm saying. then it clicked. Okay, Thamel, that he's getting this stuff from agents because there's NFL people involved. So that's where. And Rule had been vetting people for. I didn't know this until an NFL person told me. Rule been vetting candidates for 2 weeks. He'd been calling around in the NFL for 2 weeks. So things have been going on. That's why it could happen so quickly. That's why the Butler thing could happen so quickly, because he had it in line. He anticipated it. I didn't. So it all was. So I have Jake to thank and Bill and Pottsville to thank. By 8 o'clock,
watching out for you, Sip. Trying to help you out here.
Yeah, God bless you. By 8 a.m., that story was pretty much done. 8 a.m.
Good sources.
Well,
yeah, Jake, you have the ticket.
I need to be a little tuned in.
The ticket.
I just said Evan Cooper, question mark. And you said you called
me
right away.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Got notified he's not here anymore, apparently.
I gotta get Tham on notifications.
Maybe
you know what notifications are, Bill?
What's up? No.
Anytime you tweet something, they notify you on your phone. Twitter. Yeah. The smart reporters do that.
They do. But you can do that. So last summer, if you recall, after media days, we get back. Bob Wager, the tight ends coach, was let go from his position.
Yeah, that was July 28th. That was really close to camp.
Mm-hmm.
This one's there a little more time.
A little more time.
Yeah, the situations are different. Yeah, Wager got a DUI. Remember?
That's right.
And so that was I want to say July 28th. And that was a little different, Jake, because they had a guy on staff, Josh Martin, who had coached tight ends at SMU and ASU full time, seamless, not really taxing. Wager's out, Josh Martin, just move him up. In this case, it's a little different. Cooper didn't. I don't think, now Bill may know something different than I do. I don't think Cooper had like a Josh Martin. I don't think there was a guy in the secondary that was just sitting there and they could just say, well, you just have to take over. I don't think that was the case. Cooper was a domineering personality. He was a alpha. It was his group. And so they had to go get somebody.
And that person again, John Butler, who was with the Buffalo Bills for several years, also was with Penn State in the past, Minnesota in the past, and his goal is to be a NFL or college defensive coordinator.
Yeah, either or
is the goal of his. Sometime in the very near future.
He resigned. I mean, he resigned from the Bills. It's an interesting story because I think it was in February. He resigned because he got passed over for the defensive coordinator job. They gave it to a guy named, I think, Bobby Babich.
Bob Babich.
Bob Babich.
Yeah. Well, if I'm correct, former North Dakota State coach, if I'm correct on that.
Well, his dad, his dad was a longtime coach. And this is the boy, Bobby.
Okay. This is his son. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. I just saw the name. Yeah.
Yeah, his dad, Bill, was a longtime coach. And this is his son, who's 40-something. He got the Bills defensive coordinator job. And John Butler subsequently resigned. And I mean, he resigned. He talks about it. He said, I want to be a coordinator. It's the next move for me. But he didn't land that job. So he resigned. He had a year left. He had a year left on his contract. So he was sitting out there. He didn't get a defensive coordinator job, obviously. So he was sitting out there unemployed. And I don't know. Not drawing a check, I wouldn't think. I mean, he resigned, right?
Yeah, if you resign, yes. That's
not drawing a check. Now, that doesn't mean he couldn't sit it out, because he had said in some articles that he was willing to sit out the year if he had to. So then along comes Nebraska with this situation where there's an immediate job open. It pays well. And he might be able to become the coordinator, if all goes well. I mean, Nebraska has 14 guys, 11 or 14, 11 guys. Maybe they've started at least four games. I wrote it. I can't remember the exact number. I think it's 11 guys who have started at least four and 14 who have started at least one. It should be a good defense. White maybe will get looked at again. And then Butler if there's somebody on the staff right now with Butler in the fold that would become the defensive coordinator if White left, it'd be Butler. I mean, his resume is just he far eclipses the other guys. People are going to say Dvorak, and he's a good coach. He's a young coach though. He's in his 30s. He doesn't have nearly the resume that Butler does. Butler's a 51-year-old guy, and his time at Buffalo was good. I mean, it was good. He had a good 6-year run there. I mean, statistically, it was a great run at Buffalo. He was the defensive coordinator at Penn State. You guys remember in 2013, that was they had scholarship reductions, and it wasn't a terrible defense. It was just an average defense. The team went 7-5. 2013, that was in the immediate wake of the Sandusky scandal. That was his 1 year as defensive coordinator at the big time college level.
Right.
He had been a smaller college defensive coordinator. So that's that.
John Butler.
Thanks again, Jake.
You're welcome for that. Try to help out when I can in terms of that. Breaking news at 6 p.m. on a Friday.
He's done that before, Jake. Bailed the old man out.
I don't know if there's anybody more. We know when it comes to the stool, Jake runs the stool. He's in charge.
I hope people
daily.
know that you're not being facetious.
Yes,
it's true.
Jake runs it.
I wasn't. Yeah. I thought you had known the information.
Of course you did, because you would think I would, but I didn't.
That's why I didn't call you. Said if I text you, just give me the scoop. What happened here? And you said, "What are you talking about? Huh? What about him? What about Evan Cooper? He's not here anymore." Oh, okay.
I got this pretty shower curtain I'm dealing with.
He said, "All right, I'll call you back later. Bye. Get time to do some work over here."
Yeah. It's not the first time. It won't be the last time you probably bail me out of something like that. I always tell the people around me, particularly the young people, hey, if something's going on, let me know.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Did you know about it, Ben?
Ben was in Colorado. He was in Colorado. He was gallivanting in
Colorado,
having a good time in the mountains, doing some hiking out there.
Hiking.
Having a good time out there.
Were you hiking? He wasn't hiking. You weren't hiking.
No.
What else do you need to know?
Well, I was just going to say that in terms of Friday, I'm sure that everybody on this show had their phones blew up, right? On the after the news happened.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, people. Yeah, there was stuff going on. Yeah.
Oh, people on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, just trying to. If you do a Twitter search, there's a certain name that came up a lot in Twitter, and that's the way it went on Friday.
I got about a zillion questions about it.
So did I.
There's it was very, very kind of a lot of people to reach out and say something to me or via Twitter.
You heard a lot at the lake
of people. I was way behind on the story too, because I was a couple hours behind like you, where I had no idea what was going on.
Not a couple hours behind.
I was.
Okay.
But I said I was way behind on that. But
because you were at the lake.
It was extremely, extremely kind. What people need to understand in this, it would have been incredible to have had an opportunity for the job, but that's not how it works in this business. It's just you go with people that you have a past with a history with. That's just how it works in this business. Though, even as great as it would have been to been a part of a place that I have so much passion and love for, it was never in my mind that was going to happen. So that was but the fan base and a lot of people that reached out, and it was very, very kind, and I appreciate that. The Breakers, I'm not happy with the Breakers or with you guys, because you guys have ruined some good coaching opportunities for me.
We have.
Yes, because I've refused to take a couple of jobs because I actually really enjoy coming to work here. And so
don't be mad at us.
So I
just like
spent some jobs. I decided not to be able to do that. But
why would you want to do that when you can do this?
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, but the time will come soon that I'll be back on the field again. I'm looking forward to that, and it would have been great to have been part of something here. But also at the same time, like I said, there was never a time that I thought that was going to happen, nor do I have any sort of like, what the heck type of deal.
No, I know you don't.
Zero of that. That's just not how it works in this business. But so now we'll just have to pack the family up when we go someplace to
maybe.
To
But Bill would be a slam dunk. I mean, Bill would be a slam dunk. But it doesn't, like he said, it doesn't always work that way.
Well, I texted Bill about, I don't know, 7:30. So this is 6 p.m., 7:30. I said, My phone's blowing up. I imagine you are getting about 8,000 texts over there. And
Yeah,
phone
it's an
calls
incredible
from
amount of-
friends and listeners, obviously.
It's an incredible amount of text we receive about you. I just try to, it's your business, so I try to kind of stay out of it.
But I think I think he did a great job. If you have an incredible hire, all those things will go very, very well. It'll be a lot. I would imagine people are coming off vacation, just because of you have to
People meaning Tony
coaches,
White.
yes, because there's a lot of work to be done, and this.
Thank you for saying that. I wondered about
a lot of work, like and Steve mentioned before, like about things being vetted prior to. You don't all of a sudden have this situation come up, and all of a sudden, Rule didn't get the same information when Jake got it. This has been well known within the confines.
2 weeks for sure.
So they had a plan for that. So Tony White knew also. I mean, that would be
good point.
He would have been aware of.
Oh, he did
what was going on. There's no one that wasn't like he didn't get the information the same time the rest of the fan base did.
No.
So they had a plan in place, and they have a great plan in place. So it'll be fun to this. They'll do tremendous.
But this is where we talked to Bill about this. Okay, Jake, think about it. And people don't think about this. This happened on July, 6th, 5th?
July 5th.
July 5th. So July 6th, and then July 6th, you have your guy in place. Camp starts July 31. Okay. Camp starts July 31. I mean, you would think this guy, John Butler, he got to be here probably today, right?
Oh, I'm sure he's here. Yeah. You can't
or soon.
Speculate, but yes, absolutely. It's not like, well, I'm going to be at Nantucket for 2 more weeks, then I'll buzz in there and we'll get this thing going.
No.
There's a lot of stuff
I wouldn't
going
think
on.
So.
You're right on the cusp of things right now. So,
right. July 31, Jake. That's camp.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Okay. He's got a familiar. So, Bill, I'm asking more than talking. I mean, he's got to familiarize himself with personnel and probably vernacular.
Yeah. Good word.
And he's got to learn the 3-3-5. I'm sure that part's probably not the hardest part.
No, because in the end, coverage wise, back in that it's way more like I talked about before how the 3-3-5 works. And I'm not on the inner bowels of it like Tony is and the how this whole defense started. But in the essence, you're just making a 4-man front in numerous ways with linebackers, with DBs, just all these different ways to do it. So in the end, once you kind of put it together, like, okay, this is this. But the back end, if you're playing quarters, quarter, half, 2, field 3, boundary 3, man, pressure man, fire zone, all those different coverages, hot coverages, those will all be the same. Okay. So, but a lot of times it's like, okay, you'll have to be like, okay, all you're thinking in your mind is what is same as to me? And what is same as? This is this, this is this, this is this. And there's certain little things that will come up sometimes. I've been at places where all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we do that a little bit different here. It's like, okay, but if you want elite DB coaches and you sat down with the elite DB coaches and then there's 60 in a room and you gave them a cover 4 quiz in all details and they would take them, they could fill out 8 hours worth of stuff and everyone would get an A+ on the assignment. And it's just a matter of what are the little variables to it, what are the things you want to be able to get done. So the back end would be easier than it is the front 7.
Okay.
So coaching linebackers would be harder in the 3-3-5 than the back end would be. And so in essence, you're still kind of like, okay, this is what we're doing here. I understand this part, this, and this.
But you got to learn. There's some language you got to learn, right?
Yeah, there's and you have to learn all their language.
Right.
There's not a time when you come in and change that. That was one of the brilliance of Nick Saban was whoever came in. So all of a sudden it's Kiffin, Sarkisian, whoever is running the offense. They bring in someone brand new, like last year from Notre Dame who came in. Whoever comes in has to call everything exactly how Saban wants it called.
So we got to learn it.
And so if your whole life, if you called an offensive formation this, it's no longer this. It's what Alabama calls it. And it was brilliant. And I've been part of that all over the place where you'd be going like, okay, they're calling this. You hear them talk about this. And it's like, well, what is that? Because we call it this.
Yeah.
No.
Can't do that.
No. And that was from you know what that's from? It's from a defensive coach. Mm-hmm. A defensive coach, like, you can run whatever you want. You're going to call it exactly like I call it on defense. I'm the head coach. Here's how we're going to call the formations. Here's how we're going to call this. So we know what the groupings are and those things. So, but what he's going through now will be exactly that. Okay, when we call this grouping and we call this call, what is that? How does that in my mind? Same thing.
Okay, now also, Bill, the other part of this is the players. Okay, I mean, Cooper had talked to me in Belton, Texas about oh, this is great. It's year 2. So the players understand how I coach now. There was going to be he was really excited about that because he says he's harder on them than a lot of coaches, but now they understand me and it's going to be much better. Okay, that's over. The players now have to adjust to a new guy. I know that some players didn't know this was happening. I know that. It was a jolt. So it's a jolt to the guys. Now they got a new guy in their room.
There's an adjustment.
Yeah.
There's an adjustment because first of all, maybe someone was doing some really good things and trending the right way. He's a 2 or he's a 3, but he's like, hey, this guy's trending the right direction. And you built up a lot of time in front of the coach.
Right.
And now you have to build up your time again in front of the coach. If
Right.
you're already in that role of a starter, you're an Isaac Gifford or something like that, you're probably not near as stressed. Like, is my job back on the line again?
No. Veteran, those guys like Tommy Hill and Gifford and Buford and those guys probably not as much stress.
Not as much stress about where they stand.
Right.
They'll be told.
Right.
Here's where we stand.
Right.
These are your guys. These are your guys. And there's always, and at the same time, then there's always hope because there's probably some place where maybe it wasn't going as well, and now they're like going, hold it, I got a new coach in here now.
Right.
So now maybe I get to do over. Maybe I get to start this thing over.
It's just like a new boss. When you get a new boss, there's always some anxiety,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Every
I've
time.
dealt with it many
Every
times.
time.
Yeah, I've dealt with it many times, and there is some anxiety. So there'll be some anxiety. It's a jolt. It's not ideal, and that's what I'd stress. This is not ideal at all. With camp right in front of you, you had good continuity on that defense from year 1 to year 2. Not a ton of continuity, but you had it. Some of it got blown up. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be bad. I think they got a good guy. They got a veteran guy, which I think is important. And a guy who's seen a lot. So I think that it worked out, but it's still a really challenging situation. It is. It's a challenging situation.
Yesterday evening, there was some people that were getting concerned about Terrence Knighton on Twitter.
Yeah,
Terrence Knighton, pot roast, the D-line coach, took Nebraska off his bio for, I don't know, maybe an hour or
His
so.
Twitter bio, Bill. That's what we're talking about.
You know, social media was going crazy again here about
Oh,
this.
it was crazy.
Now it's back. He's got a picture of Nebraska back on his bio, but that's the power of social media right now. People freak out, especially after news of Evan Cooper and now John Butler.
It was a major freak out.
Yesterday was crazy.
Yeah, it
So
was
annoying.
a major freak out.
So annoying.
I don't know. I mean, he put his stuff back up.
He did. It's back up.
It's
I don't
like
know.
you said, odd. Still a story in some aspect because that you would just
Took
randomly
stuff down.
randomly take everything, scrub your thing of everything from Nebraska, and then all of a sudden an hour later you put it back up.
And people on edge.
Yeah.
Yep.
After
So
Cooper, people were on
It's
edge.
a little bit of a. So I understand why people were asking or what is going on.
100. If they
Yeah.
lost Knighton and Cooper right before camp, hello.
Come on.
I mean, that's code red.
That's a lot.
There's sirens blaring.
Very good defensive line this year too.
So, but I
very
don't
code
now.
red.
Just from my standpoint, I don't think there's anything going on there. It's not like we didn't check into it. So right, I mean that's how I'm operating today, and that would be. And I mean, I talked to Knighton more in Belton and Houston. I talked to anybody, and I know Belton and Houston at those satellite camps. When there's downtime, you talk to those guys. I know Terrence Knighton is excited. He was excited about the guys he has. The only way he's not taking another job. I mean, there's no jobs open at this time.
No.
I mean, if he was leaving, it'd probably be similar to Cooper's situation. Because there's no jobs don't open at this time. This is not the time where he would go to the Baltimore Ravens, right?
Right.
I mean, I know he had chances to go. I know that, but so it wouldn't be that. And he'd be leaving. Look what he'd be leaving.
A pretty dang good unit.
Really good. Yeah. A good unit.
Very good.
Maybe the
unit.
strength of the defense.
Could be.
Yeah.
Before we get to break, there's a lot of talk there. We're probably very hungry right now for some breakfast. Early bird
Gets the pancake.
19th and K. That's right. The early bird gets the pancakes on the wall
What is it?
outside.
19th and what?
19th and K. Not far from the Capitol. They've got breakfast, lunch, and brunch with classic diner options like breakfast burritos, French toast, and chicken fried steak. But also, how about cinnamon roll pancakes? How about the hash holes, the appetizer, and brunch cocktails? Yeah, that's right. Brunch cocktails. Early Bird, the place to be. 19th and K in Lincoln. Also locations in Omaha and in Iowa.
Ask them about how much they enjoyed their 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
You know why? Why? No, they were at work. They were open. That's what
weekend.
they did. You want? Yeah. Here's what we do here. We do breakfast. We do breakfast here. That's what they are.
July
They're
4th.
America.
They were there.
America. Thank you, Jamie Burrows.
Jamie Burrow.
Yeah.
The former middle linebacker, 2001. Probably led him in tackles. If he didn't, he was right up there. I remember Jamie very well.
So
I might have to slip over there.
19th and K, Early Bird. Get there right now before the break. When we come back. The permanent uphill battle Nebraska faces in the Big Ten. We'll discuss that next in Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. We know that navigating the legal system is stressful and overwhelming, but Liberty Law Group will carry that burden for you. When you're facing legal issues, make the right call. 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds, an afternoon high around 84. Tonight, mostly clear with calm conditions and a low around 62. And tomorrow, more sunshine and calm winds with an afternoon high expected around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Click for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently? The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey. I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Simple, you are an idiot.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Are you needing a new tractor or a side-by-side to elevate your operation? Maybe a boat or a golf simulator when you want to relax a little bit. Beck's Commitment Rewards offers huge savings and interest-free financing on all these things and more. To learn more about Beck's Commitment Rewards, go to beckshybrids.com. And remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming.
Bex, we counted on the way home from our cabin this weekend. Me and Laura were counting the number of Bex fields that we saw. It was remarkable.
Were you seriously?
We were counting the fields to show that there's a sign, there's a sign, there's a sign, there's Bex, and their product is incredible. They're by far the best corn in the state right now. They're probably a foot taller than everybody else. A whole foot taller. Remember, you get 2 extra ears of corn per stalk. That also helps a lot in your yields.
Yeah.
Your yields. Big deal.
So I got to look for them Beck signs.
Beck signs. They're everywhere.
They're sticking up out of the ground.
Out of the ground,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
They're in the ground. They stick up out of the ground. That's the sign concept, yes. Yes.
Well, it
Tell
could
me
be.
how a sign works.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. I didn't see one behind an airplane.
It could be that.
Could be that.
Or it could be like a billboard.
Exactly.
They have billboards.
With Trevor and Sonny,
Right.
who we're going to meet
Next month.
Next month. We meet. Remember, Trevor, we need at least 18 days notice.
Yeah, I want to get a haircut.
Yeah, we'll all get a haircut together.
Okay.
We'll get a haircut. We'll get breakfast.
Fresh
Get
cut.
early bird over there, and then we'll head out to Goner.
And I want to lose a few pounds
For Sunday Beck.
Was it Marty?
Yeah, Mart.
No,
Adam.
Adam's
said-
on set.
Oh,
So
don't
what
get
did
me
he say?
started on Adam.
What did he say again? You're outside.
He's had problems.
You're outside of Parker's.
He's having a lot of problems in our family gatherings.
Is
This,
he?
this was one of them. Yeah, I was outside of Parker's after we had eaten, and he said, "I thought you said you've been working out."
I can't believe that.
My sister looked at him like, "Well, what is wrong with
What's
you?"
wrong with you?
Social awareness,
God.
man. Come on.
I'm telling you right.
Come on.
If you want to have a fantasy day, we talked about the Big Machinery Fantasy Camp with Stu Bauer. And
A great
Pat
idea,
Liskett,
by the way.
which I think it's starting
Be
to
very
take off.
fun.
It's starting to take
I
off.
want this.
Is it starting to take off?
It's starting to take off a lot. I would love to go to like a Sipple family reunion.
Oh,
that
God.
would be.
Let's
If there was one event that I could pick to be at, Adam, Marty, Steve.
be
Oh, this
interesting.
would be. There'd be some stuff. I'd love to talk Columbus, Nebraska, with the Sipples. Oh God, would I love
Well,
that?
Marty's gearing up to be put in a Columbus Hall of Fame. And
tennis.
Adam's pissed.
Yeah.
because he thinks his golf team should have went in there, and he should have went in there before them. I'm like, are you serious right now? You are seriously questioning this, and you're going to do like an inquiry?
Inquiry.
My God.
I think they should be an inquiry. I'm for that.
Figure out what happened here.
No.
The golf team.
What's this recruiting talk?
BexHybrids.com 464-5685. Call or text as always. Yes, if you want to, we all know it's a permanent uphill battle regarding some teams in the Big Ten with like Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon. Well, it was confirmed this weekend that that's even tougher. Here's some stats for you on the 2025 recruiting class Ohio State has right now. Bill.
Oh yeah, I looked into this yesterday. So go ahead. I got you.
The Ohio State landed a commitment from 5-star linebacker Riley Pettijohn, the 23rd commitment of the 2025 class, in which 10 players are in the top 100 players in the country. Ohio State. 23 commitments. The New York Times, Jake, says 11. Okay. 10, 11, whatever. I mean, 10, 11, top 100 guys. Half of their players in the class. Basically.
This is where
top 100.
I had questions for Bill when I was reading this stuff.
Okay. All right.
Okay, this Riley Pettijohn is a 5-star linebacker. And what's happening right now at Ohio State is James Laurinaitis got hired in February as the linebackers coach, and he's cleaning house on the recruiting trail. James Laurinaitis got a 5-star kid from Texas named Tarvis Alford, got a kid, an in-state kid named Eli Lee. These are 4- and 5-star linebackers. What I was going to ask Bill is this. Jake, Riley Pettijohn is from McKinney, Texas. If you're Sark, are you going to your staff and going, hey, how did we lose Riley Pettijohn to Ohio State? And how did we lose Decorian, what's his name?
Decorian Moore.
Decorian Moore
to Oregon.
From Duncanville to Oregon. Yeah. He's the top receiver in the country.
It's both. I'm trying. I may be a little bit off, but McKinney and Duncanville, or McKinney's north of Dallas. I mean, but to get to Austin between both of them, a couple hours.
Okay,
and so it'd be a couple hours.
If you're, I'm serious. I mean, I know me. I know how I would be. I'd be like, well, wait a second now. This kid from Duncanville went to Oregon, and Pettijohn went to Ohio State. They're right in the Dallas area.
What happened?
Are you guys? What's going on?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, it's you're furious. The tension is high. The tension was no higher than we'd get done with signing day back when there was like the one signing date too, and say it was at LSU, wherever I was at. And instantly we'd pull up the conference signings and we go down each one of them. Okay, Auburn signed. Who'd they sign? Did we know about him? He's from that's 2.5 hours away. But you had to have an answer for everyone. Yes, coach. Yep. That's Tony Jones. He came to camp. We liked him. We did this, we didn't go on him. Okay, good. But if you went through and you didn't have answers of who went where and why, if all of a sudden, you're looking at Auburn's list or something, and there's some guy out of Oregon, or some guy out of Maine, it wasn't like a big deal. Right. It was like, but you better know your area. That's
the thing. Now, this Riley Pettijohn, he did have Texas and Texas A&M as in his finalists, list. USC, Texas, and Texas A&M. He picked Ohio State. Huge for Ohio State to go get. And it's not, Bill, this is not one where you go, maybe Texas didn't want him. I mean, come on. He's a number 31 player overall. He's a linebacker. Play all the linebacker positions. And he's a pass rusher. They probably won't play him on the edge. It doesn't sound like, because he's a linebacker. I watched film with Decorian Moore. Good God.
He's going to Oregon.
Yeah, he's a 5-star. I mean, that's what a 5-star looks like. Holy God.
What'd you see?
Well, he's not big. He's interesting because he's 6 foot 190. He's not a big guy. But okay, I wrote notes. Bill.
There it is. He's got a whole bunch of notes in orange. Is that orange?
It's orange.
How do you get an orange pen?
I don't know how I got an orange pen.
Get pens? Yeah, you can't think of orange? Mauve? You have a mauve pen?
I plays with joy, plays with bounce, plays with tenacity at receiver. Like, he's not indifferent. I mean, he's a dude. I mean, you can see, well, for one thing, this is a 5-star receiver that on 3 clips blocked guys to the ground. Yeah. I mean, to the ground.
Finish him.
Yeah, finished him to the ground. Great, just incredible. I mean, all the stuff that you'd expect. He's got speed and he got hands. He runs around. He run after the catch. Runs like a running back. So you're like, okay, you kind of half expect him to go to Ohio State, with the receivers.
Highest ranked recruit in the history of Oregon football, DeCorian Moore.
Okay, Oregon, by the way, more notes, Bill. That's their second 5-star receiver. Their second 5-star receiver in the class. The orange match.
Are they in cursive? Is it in cursive or not?
No,
cursive. Come on.
That's Oregon's second 5-star receiver, and they got 2 in the class, and they got 2 4-star receivers in the class. So they got some guy named Dante Moore's waiting in the wings behind Dylan Gabriel to play quarterback, and Dante Moore's probably like, okay.
The difference is also as Steve has noted before, that people get bumped up a lot of times from 3-star to 4-star just by if a 3-star signs with the right place, they instantly go to a 4-star. That's just what it is. But these players were not. They were pre-evaluated as 5-stars.
Yep.
Or 4. This was not a situation where he went to Oregon, so they made him a 5-star. Nope, he was that going into it. So when you start stockpiling those, and you start having those type of players stockpiled like that, there's going to be bust of all those. There, if you go back and just take all the 5-stars in the last 10 years, there'll be several you never even heard of. Like he never did anything in college, but for the most part, not true. When you have those, when it's stacked up like that's when, and then you'll see some of them leave, but that's okay. They're going like, because they left because they couldn't fit in here, or they didn't have a spot. We had 2 other guys that were ahead of them, and so that's kind of how that part works.
Cleaning up though, Jake, that was a good. You got a good point.
Yeah.
Ohio State 11 top 100 guys. By the way, Oregon has 5 top 100.
11
guys.
of 23 players. Half their class is top 100 for 2025. Ohio State.
See, that's the thing, Ryan Day. So Ryan Day, if Ohio State falters a little bit, if you're the AD, well, wait a second though. He's crushing it in recruiting.
Right.
Give him leeway.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. I'm giving Day leeway. He's doing it all. That's crushing it in recruiting.
They're loading up. When we come back, Bills, Thrills, and Song of the Day, and early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through July 14th, enjoy USDA Choice 6-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $8.99. Fairway's 16-ounce packs of hickory smoked bacon for $3.99 per pack, with a limit of 4, fresh salmon for $9.88 per pound, and 24 packs of Michelob Ultra for just $16.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
The birds are singing, but the bells are ringing, not a cloud in the sky, but the Yuletide is high.
Schaefer's has a savings on 4K TVs from Sony, Samsung, and LG, and rest easy. 24 months interest-free on qualified mattress purchases. Hurry in. The first 500 customers get an exclusive gift from Santa with their purchase during Schaefer's Original
Christmas in July.
Health LNK is Lincoln's newest weight loss center, located at 7121 Pioneers Boulevard. At Health LNK, they've got all the goodies. From magic beans, okay, they're vitamins and supplements, to health gurus, they call them coaches, who know all the tips and tricks to make you feel your best. Let's face it, we all want to feel better, so why not get help from the professionals? Health LNK is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. Visit Health LNK today at 71st and Pioneers.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon high around 84. Tonight, mostly clear with calm conditions and a low around 62. And tomorrow, more sunshine and calm winds with an afternoon high expected around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Buck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Homecoming Queen.
Once again, your song of the day from 1967, Daydream Believer by the Monkees. 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
So what was a conversation we had the other day that involved Bill? I said,
No, here's what happened. So I was listening to a different station in Lincoln,
Yeah.
like we pointed out on the radio.
Boomer Radio.
Yeah. Great station.
Unbelievable.
And I told you I've never heard this song before. He said, he said, Bill, he said, Bill is going to kill you.
I was like, Bill not gonna like that one.
You've never heard that before?
Yeah,
It's a top 100 song
His
ever.
first comment was, Bill's not going to like that.
That's my first thought was Bill.
Look at Ben.
I was like, you never heard that song?
Oh,
Bill was gonna get you on
And I
that.
said, I heard the song, some cheer up Sleepy Jeans song. I kind of like this. I was like, Bill will kill you if you say that.
God. This is right up there with Schaefer. I've never heard a convoy. He said it on the air.
Yeah, he did.
Never heard it.
C.W. McCall.
He
never heard the song Convoy.
How great would it be to go to that concert? C.W. McCall. What are you guys going? You're just waiting.
Just come on, play the song.
Play Convoy.
Convoy.
He opens with it and ends with it.
It'd be incredible. It would be
It would.
incredible.
PBA would be packed.
Yeah.
Just for Convoy.
Yeah. So yeah, I was taken aback, but you heard it.
Yeah.
And you're listening to
liked
Boomer
it.
Radio. I thought you were gonna play that Gladys Knight in a Pip song.
That could still be this week, possibly still.
I got to use my imagination. What? That's an incredible song. Okay, that's a good song. It's good. It's not my style.
Bill was singing. You weren't singing.
Yeah, I like it. It was in Bill's right. It's a staple. What year was it?
1967.
Oh,
The Monkees.
That's right. When we were almost born.
Yeah. The Monkees.
I got to read the text that you sent me on that one. I'll get it word for word.
Yeah, while you're looking for that, I'll rate it. I go 7.95465. 7.95465.
It's a different sound, completely different. It's outstanding. It would not be my normal, like, I listen to all kinds of music that sounds like this, but this song hits me. This song definitely.
Could it be a walk-up song?
It could be a walk-up song to me. It really is. It's going to me. It's an 8999994. And also, final year in the Stella House, we had our own fraternity house at Nebraska Westland, and our Halloween parties were always epic. And myself, Eric Gesfred, who should be in the Hall of Fame, if you're listening, Nebraska Westland sports. We went as our costume was we went as the Monkees.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what we went as
She
the
had
Monkees.
long hair.
We had the
And
whole
suits
look.
on.
Did
you have suits on?
We didn't have suits on. We had different look, but I don't know if they wore.
Maybe they didn't wear suits.
I would say this 100% that at any point in time during the night, did anyone say, "Oh, you guys are the Monkees"? They had no idea.
They didn't know.
No, we just made it ourselves.
I was gonna say,
they had no idea.
We're the Monkees.
We're the Monkees. What else would we be?
Before Ben's ready, I found the text I sent you. I said the Sleepy Jeans song was pretty good. Sip says, "Don't tell Bill that. He's probably heard that 4,000 times."
This Sleepy Jeans song is pretty good.
Pretty good.
It occurred to me you never heard that song.
Ben.
Okay, Ben was bobbing his head like he liked it. I'm going like a 7.5.
Yeah, 6.9.
Okay. Ben, unveil.
9.3.
Whoa.
But he likes feel good songs.
Okay, Bella's here too.
Yeah.
We should announce Bella's presence.
Yeah, Bella's here. I'm going to say Bella's a 7.4.
Okay.
7.6. She'd also had
She's
never heard the song.
Bella never heard of it.
They were both bobbing their heads like, yeah, I
this
like
is pretty
this over
good.
here.
It's a good song.
This will be on Ben's playlist now, won't it, Ben? It's going to get added to it.
Daydream Believer, Ben. The Monkees.
Thank
Daydream
you.
Believer. Ratings before we get to Bill's Thrills here. We got 2.3 from John in Southeast Lincoln. He just says nope. Nope. 2.3. 8.5. North Bottoms approved on that one.
North Bottoms.
Yeah, nice to hear from North Bottoms. We should do a live remote from North Bottoms.
That'd be great.
I'd like it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Casey's like that. Casey's
Yeah.
down
We
there.
got right
Like
over
that
there.
Casey's.
We could post up over
We
there.
can do that. 2.1 Bill in Bennett. Gorilla Bear says 0.3 out of 10. Be better, Jake. Be better.
I don't know. I'm sticking with you, Jake.
Guilt Nerd in 8. Ellis in Illinois 8.4. Ryan in California 7.4. Pooh in Columbus 3. 3 from Bird and Columbus.
3 from
Another low
Bird.
rating from Bird.
And you know what? These scores are not all over the map. It's either low or pretty high.
There's no fives.
There's
yet.
no fives
it's either
yet.
high or low. You're right. Sean in Omaha 2. I chunked my drive off the first tee box with that one. Apparently,
Really?
chunked my tee box. The tee shot.
Chunk your
I
chunk
chunked
your
it.
tee box.
I chunked the tee shot, open
Got it.
hole.
Yeah.
Marcia Brady, Davy Jones, 7.7 from Kent on that one. This is
Marcia
comments.
Brady.
So Davy Jones came on the Brady Bunch. I was going to bring it up earlier. Thank you, Kent. He was on. Yeah, he came to the house.
Who was Davy Jones?
What's that?
Was he in the Monkees?
Yes.
Was Davy Jones in the Monkees?
Lead singer, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm not right on that.
Yeah.
You might be. I don't know.
I think he was the lead singer.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
He
on
did
that.
come on the Brady Bunch.
He's on the
though.
Brady Bunch. Yes.
And was there some sort of did Marcia or who was it? Cindy?
What's that? Marcia.
Marcia.
The oldest one.
Oh, she's the oldest one.
Marcia's the oldest. Yes.
And she fell for Davy Jones.
She was very much into
Yeah,
Davy.
yeah.
Yes.
Paul in Burr says that song should stay in the 60s, 2.1. Wow.
Put some heat. I like it.
Wow. And last one from our friends at the Novotny Nutrition and Wellness.
Yeah, what'd they say?
Jennifer, a 10. Hubby, 7.6.
They're happy right now. I'm not so sure they didn't dance. I'm not sure they didn't spin around the living room once. Really, I can see
it. Did.
Yeah.
Into the kitchen.
Into the kitchen.
Wait a second. Jennifer gave it a 10?
She did.
Man. All right.
It's a pretty high score.
That's good.
7.6.
I'm glad they're happy. They're with us every single day.
They are. They're loyal.
God bless them.
It is now time on a Monday for Bill's Thrills. Let's fire up the intro. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
Is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
As always, Bill's Thrills, yes, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future. Today, Bill, the floor is yours. Is it a Football Facts Monday today?
It is. It is. And isn't it incredible the friendship you get with our advertisers? Me and Scott Moore were texting back and forth throughout the weekend.
No way.
Just catching up with each other, just seeing
Names,
what's going
dropping
on.
names.
Yeah, it was just fun to get. I mean, that's the kind of connection you have here from the ticket. That's the people that advertise with us, and obviously they make everybody tons of money. But it was Scott. I appreciate you reaching out this weekend just to check in.
That is
Thank you
nice.
very much. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about. It's still recruiting.
Okay.
It's still recruiting.
So it ties in.
The NIL bag doesn't solve everything. The NIL bag doesn't solve everything. So it's just like when I went to LSU. It's like I've been in a different place. Right, you go to LSU, you go, finally got it made easy in recruiting, huh? Nope, because everyone that's offered by us has an offer by Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas. Everyone has the same offers. There's no chance like, well, LSU offered. Who else? I think Indiana. That's it. The other person like that. Nope. Everyone. So the competition is real all the time. So right now there's this big misnomer that everything is just, well, they just did this. They have a bigger NIL. So here's how it works. It goes down by what section. Where do you fall? So it's about 18 to 24. I feel that is in the elite bank and also has the tradition and has football already built up. So
18 to 24 teams.
That's the Ohio State, the Oregons, Georgia, Texas, all those teams. Those are the ones that they have tradition. They have a great football team, and they also have the NIL to back them up. So when you're in that group, you're still recruiting. It's just not like you're still. It's like you talked about the names. It just went someplace. You know, those guys had to learn Laurinaitis. Am I saying that correct?
Yeah. James Laurinaitis.
Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
Okay. He's doing a great job of recruiting because guess what? Everybody else is recruiting those guys, and everybody else had NIL too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like, nope, they came up with an extra 10 grand or they came up with a signing bonus. No. It still came down to recruiting.
100.
Give people the credit when it happens.
100.
And then you fall to the next level. Then there's so you have to know where you fit. The Washingtons, maybe Utahs. What is there? Next level, 25 teams where you fall into, and then all those places. So if you're in the big,
is that Nebraska?
Nebraska. Here's what I would put in with them right now. They'd be probably in that 24 range or right next level range, probably right now. Great tradition, really good NIL. So they have a lot of things going for them. But there's also, I use the term like that, is in soccer, there's relegations. Did I say that right? Did I say that correct?
100%. Relegation.
So people from that top group will get bumped down, and some from the other group will be all of a sudden a few years from now going to go like, hold it. Nebraska could easily be 9th in this group, moving up. But when you're recruiting, so take the entire Big 12, basically. Take the entire Big 12. That's
Big 12,
almost
16 teams.
Almost next level. Well, guess what? When you have an offer from a Texas Tech and Baylor's and Utah's, they're all against each other. They're all kind of in the same boat. There's not one of those teams where you just go, well, it's pretty simple. Baylor's got $32 million in their NIL, and the other ones don't. That's why it's happening. That's not true.
Nope.
And so it goes by
same boat.
It goes same boat. So you have to recruit your tail off within your where you fall when you start to go with that. It's not just it's NIL now. So we have to do our research. I guarantee you that Moore went to Oregon.
To Corian Moore.
I guarantee you that they did a great job recruiting him.
Yeah, because just real quick. I mean, I was thinking about him as you were talking. You're exactly right. You nailed it. As far as Corian Moore goes, top-rated receiver in the country. He visited in recent weeks Texas, Ohio State, and LSU. And LSU.
They all have the money.
Yeah, so Oregon had to beat those teams.
Yes. So they did that, and then you go to the next level. That's the Purdue, Indiana, Cincinnati, Fresno's. You know where am I at?
That's third level.
What's that? Probably third level. There might be a fourth. San Jose State, Hawaii, MAC. So if you're in those areas like that, you know what you still have to recruit.
Yep.
You don't just get to go with the old palms up like, it's all about the money. No, it's not. No. You have to be able to build a relationship with them because they have things very, very similar with point. That. But you have to know also where you fall. The interesting part is, will anyone do the live golf situation? Well, there'll be a team all of a sudden just say it's Fresno State, and someone says, you know what? I'm worth $4 billion, and I'm going to make Fresno State like live golf, and we're going to make them. We're going to make them
about that sometimes.
Someone can walk in there and just say, "You want to see it happen? Watch this happen."
Yeah.
Can someone go to Vanderbilt and just say, "We're in the SEC, and I'm going to drop. We're going to drop $4 billion. We're
going to be a power.
We're going to be a power, and here's how we're going to do it." Someone that they'll be, because if you go back now, you remember Oregon right now is looked at as elite.
Yep.
They've been in the national championship game twice, lost. But they've done a lot of good things. And right now, would anybody be off the Oregon train?
No.
Right now, everyone's thinking, there's a great. Right now, you're going like that. Could they be in the national championship game this year?
God dang! I'll tell you what. If they were coming to Lincoln, you look at them. You look at them. You'll be going, oh boy.
Yeah. And then you go back 35, 40 years ago. Oregon was a laughing stock.
Oh yeah,
laughing stock.
Yeah, when Moose took that place over, they still had that goofy duck on the helmet, like a goofy duck.
It was a laughing stock.
Yeah.
And I mean, Oregon was known that was Oregon would play money games. Oregon.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then what happened?
Then all of a sudden, Phil Knight took over. Nike took over. I did hear an interesting thing that I thought that made a ton of sense. It was on a different show. This was something different where someone said like that. Actually, I think it was Childers who said it. He goes, "Is Oregon in the Big Ten without Michael Jordan?" I thought it was brilliant.
Without Michael Jordan.
Because if Nike doesn't sign Michael Jordan and make him Nike as big as they did and make him as big as they did, would they be in the Big Ten? Would they be where they're at? Would Nike ever be worth billions? Now they were trending the right way, but also there was conversation, and Childers brought this up. This is not my original thought. They talked that Adidas was right there from getting Jordan. Right there. So if Adidas gets him and they don't, because Jordan is what the Jordans are, what everything, that's when it went berserk.
Nike.
Yes. And so think about that. How one thing like that, what if Adidas,
think about Jordan's power.
and just think about too, if you're sitting there going, if you're Adidas and you were this close and all somebody had to do probably was offer a couple more million and they get him. And it would have been worth, so they would have invested probably $2 million and got somewhere back in $7 to $8 billion.
And that, in fact, affects the entirety of sport.
Yes. So when things happen in the past, that was a really good take about Childers like that. It blew my mind thinking about it, because then there's Jake's mind. There's so many little things that come up. But when you think about the recruiting, that's when I got into this section of like how everyone is. It's like, and it came back to LSU. Right away, I was like, whew, finally get to walk in with that logo. Can't wait. Oh, wow. Who's there? Who's that? Oh, that's pretty cool. There's the assistant coach from Alabama. He's here too.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. There's another guy. Oh, wow. Here we go.
And still you got to beat those other teams like that Pettijohn you're talking about.
Yeah.
That that Laurinaitis got. I mean, he got him from USC, got him from Texas A&M. He got him from.
They all have money.
Yeah,
they all got lots of money.
No, you're exactly right.
You still have to dig in deep, and that was so much fun because it was you tried to make it so it got so personal that they couldn't tell you no, but you also knew the window you were in. When I was at a Nebraska, and then if I was at a Utah State, I mean, I'd walk into junior college. I'm like, who do you have for me that I can recruit? And they'd say, listen, this guy's really, really good. You know, I walked into Arizona Western. I go, give me a guy. He goes, Maurice Alexander. So he's the best player on the football team. He's a linebacker. He's from East St. Louis. He's 6 foot 190. No one will take him. He's the best player. So I cross-reference to other schools. They're like going, they go, he's the best player. 6 foot 190 playing middle linebacker. Took him, moved him to safety. Unbelievable player at Utah State. 3rd round draft pick.
Arizona Western.
But no one would talk him. But that's how, when I walked in there, I'd go into San Francisco City College from New Mexico State. Who do you got for me? Here's the list of guys that are in your realm. These guys here, it's
New
great.
Mexico State.
Here's some places you can go, and then it'd be different.
Did you say, wait a second, give me your best guys?
What's that?
Did you say, wait a second, I want your best guys?
No, I let because first of all, the coach wouldn't even really allow it.
Really?
But he also at the time it would. So I'm at Fresno. At San Francisco City College, and they're the best guys were all lived in this one house, and I'm like, okay. And I go, just give me the number of that house. And I would call that number, and they all had the phone, and I'd talk to all 6 of them in the one house, and they all had offers from like that. But I'd talk to them like that. I always kind of made a little connection. Well, Robert Garth was a big wide receiver. I'm talking to him like that. He goes, Coach, you just know I appreciate you guys calling every week, but he goes, I'm from East Lansing. I'm going back to Michigan State. Like I understand. So he goes, gets to Michigan State, and all of a sudden it came up that he was a 2 credits short from a class, something like that. And they just call him in. The head coach is like, what do you want to do? He's just like, call Busch.
Wow.
Call New Mexico State.
And there you got him.
And then they called him up. We took him. He came in on a Sunday, got his physical Monday, practiced Tuesday, and caught a touchdown pass against Texas 4 days later. But it was because you had built, but I wasn't trying to to know like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write him more letters. That's gonna work. No, it's not. But then they go, hey, listen, and those guys know, Coach, for some reason people are passing on this guy. He's better than the guy going here, and so that's always a matter to him.
That
recruiting
is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Hour 2 is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Prodigy Baseball Academy, Lincoln's premier baseball program, is excited to partner with the #1 national youth and high school program to offer a larger player development program with a national network for tournaments and recruiting. Prodigy Baseball has been nominated several years by the Lincoln Choice Awards for outstanding dedication to youth baseball. Come see the USA Prime Prodigy difference. For a full listing of tryouts and to learn more about USA Prime Prodigy, check them out on Facebook at Lincoln Prodigy Baseball or at LincolnProdigyBaseball.com. USA Prime Prodigy is excited to announce the tryouts for the upcoming season. Prodigy Baseball is where players in Lincoln go to receive player development, a competitive tournament schedule, and incredible family atmosphere. USA Prime Prodigy will be hosting tryouts July 14th through the 16th at 6 p.m. at Optimus Sports Complex for ages 7 to 14. Jalen Wordley, Caleb Clark, and Mason McConaughey from Husker Baseball will be there to sign autographs and talk to the youth. Tryouts start on July 14th at 6 p.m. Learn more at LincolnProdigyBaseball.com.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Member FDIC.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings & Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings & Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on early break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers in Lincoln. And what is going on after the holiday weekend in Creighton with Shin Daddy today?
Throwback Monday. Prepare to take your time. All banking is done by hand. All banking is done by hand.
Yes.
And so there'll be no computers. Nothing. Everything will be handwritten. No, the receipts are handwritten. Everything. This is where they're going back. This is 1962. Walking into a bank like that. Everything. And if you want to
Bing Crosby was rolling.
Yes. Bing was rolling. There will be no cashier's check going down. If you want money, you get cash. They're going to hand you cash back. Hey, I need $2,000. No problem. Here you go. You got to lick this. Yeah, hundreds. Whip them out. You walk out with cash. Everything is handed in. Now, tomorrow they'll move slightly forward though, and then they will do some computers, but everything will get recorded on a floppy disk.
Oh,
everything will be
bring back the floppy disk. So that will be.
How's he doing this?
Yes. Well, what he wants to do, he wants to teach the young bankers what it was like. Everybody just thinks now it's just magic and all that stuff like that. This is like, hey, also get you spend more time with your customers. You sit down, do everything in hand, write it all out.
God.
Like that.
So that challenges workers.
It's a lot of challenges like that. So everything, again, want to add something up. You got the hand, what would your dad call that thing?
Jake, your dad's an accountant.
I don't know.
You ever see those, Jake, I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I've never seen him operate that.
Oh, yeah. So you and then you actually use your hand, you and go back and punch it in like that.
It's not a slot machine.
It's not a slot machine, no.
Sounds like
gives the name of that, what that would be. But that's
Shindig.
So everything today's done 1962, old school. In Creighton.
Will cigarettes be welcomed in the lobby?
Cigarettes are welcome. The ladies will have beehive hairdos.
Beehive.
The big beehive. And they'll be smoking while they help you. Hang on 1 second right there. We'll get that to you, sir. I'm going to get your money. They have to go back and go down in the vault and get that out for you. Get it out. Have a cigarette in their hand the entire time. It'll be great. Beehive haircuts.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fun.
Shin Daddy's encouraging the smoking part.
Yes, he is encouraging it.
Oh, Shin Daddy.
Yeah.
God. There he is. He's in our studio. We have a cardboard.
They'll be closed at noon. Back then, you closed at noon. 12 to 1. Bank closes.
Break.
Lunch. Where are you guys going to be? Lunch. What do you think we're going to be? I'm going to stop over lunch to do banking. No, you're not. We're closed at lunch. That's what we do here. 1962 banking today.
You get an hour for lunch.
Get an hour for lunch.
Have a sandwich. It's a good
or a
idea.
hot beef.
Yeah,
have a hot beef.
You make you feel better.
Have a cigarette.
Yeah. They do that at Walgreens, by the way. The pharmacy. I noticed they
hour break.
Yeah, you call them. I think it's a half hour.
But it could be a weird time.
Why is that?
It also it's not always noon. It could be like sometimes it's like we're closed from 1:30 to 2 or different times.
Good point.
I'll say this: when I go to the pharmacy, first thing I tell right away, thank you, you guys. It's nuts. Watch the pharmacy. Just stand there and watch the drive-through. Too deep coming up.
Done.
And I'm just looking at them and they're just whipping stuff in. I bet they shut the big window at the gate they put down where you can't see in. I bet they just sit there and just wow, tailspin.
I guarantee they've done that after I've been there a couple times. When I couldn't get my breathing apparatus. But,
and you have to, I tell you, it's a class, no matter what, when you start off, if everything is like very calming and just like, oh, I get it. The number of times they'll give you that look like, it's not ready, but if you just give me a couple minutes, I'll take care of you. But if you're like that, is my stuff ready? Is it here?
I'm not that guy.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I go super kind coming in too.
Mm-hmm.
I go, it's like, wow. There was one time it was incredible. They were like, came back, I had to pick up some medication, whatever it was. And it was like, I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's like $800. He goes, that's a while for me. And it's like, holy crap. The guys, hang on. And the lady comes over and goes, hang on, give me this good RX thing. Be $48.
Yeah.
It was $850 or $48.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a game changer. You walk out, you come home,
100.
Come home with some sinus medication for $900.
Exactly. Oh, it's happened. Yeah. Yeah. It's that same thing's happened.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's interesting.
This could have been a Bill's Thrills. The pharmacy. They're incredible. Thank you.
Put that in your back pocket.
Yeah, use that one again. Thanks to Shin Daddy Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2 as always. 464-5685. Call or text the show. So again, the news of the weekend, of course, was Evan Cooper out for Nebraska. John Butler is in. Is it official? Has that been announced by Nebraska?
No, it has not been announced officially. I guess there's always that small possibility that there's some kind of snag. I've not heard anything since Saturday morning that would suggest that.
Okay. Probably
Just human resources type thing. I think there could be an announcement officially today. I would hope. Like I said, I don't think there's any snags. You never know, but no, I think it could be announced today. Probably about the time I'm taking a nap after the show.
Well, yeah, I'll call you.
You have to call me.
It's a breaking news.
Every time.
Sip.
Every time.
Are
you on this, Sip?
You on this?
You're not.
You're media. You're the media guy. Just so you know. If you had to live in that window, because I think it was Thamel just got crushed on the moor.
Yes, he did.
Got crushed.
On what?
So Thamel broke the news early. He had like a scheduled tweet basically on Decory and Moore.
He broke. So when you live in this world of you have to be the first, I'm the breaking news because now they'll say it and breaking news by Adam Schefter.
Right.
Or they'll say who broke it.
Yep.
So they're in major competition on who knows who and what's going to get who broke the news. So Thamel's always like he's on that and that would be. Think how agonizing that would be every day. You're trying to be the breaking news. Well, he broke the one on Moore committing to Oregon, and Moore hit him back right away. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've not said anything. And it set off a big deal.
Ooh,
and it's bad.
Yes.
You don't want to ever be that. And I was listening.
Thamel took some heat.
And I was listening to another part of that one show. Farrell talked about something. He goes, I was a breaking news guy. I said, there's no such thing as breaking news anymore with players in recruiting. You just let them break their own story.
That's exactly right.
You have to just sit back and be like, listen, we're not breaking this story.
No, usually
you can say trending or whatever, but when it let him have his time.
Right.
So then an hour later, he finally goes, all right, I'm going to Oregon. Yeah. And right now they
want their moment.
Oh, you stole my thunder, Pete. Thanks.
And if you're the Oregon coaching staff, you're just like, are you kidding me?
Thamel.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Just they all of a sudden could be like, is there a trust issue now with that? How did you get this information? Mm-hmm. That type of thing. So it's a
Thamel's a newsbreaker. That's what he does not. The only thing is that Thamel doesn't do a lot of writing, so it would be in some ways I'd say liberating for someone like me. I got to write a lot. I can't spend a lot of time just tweeting news out and then going on to the next bit of news. That's not what I do. But Thamel does that. I'm surprised he got into that recruiting realm. Because I don't think he does that all the time.
I don't think he does that much either.
I didn't know. Maybe he does. I don't think he does though. But yeah, I think most people that follow recruiting kind of understand that now that the kids break it themselves.
Yes, you just don't even worry about it. No. They'll break it and then you do a story on them.
No, here's the way it works, Bill. With the recruiting sites, a lot of the time, at least for ours, we know what's going on. We know, for instance, the artist that whips up their they on the social media, they have a grand rollout that includes some art. So we know the guy who does the art and he'll tell us what's going on. So we have stories ready to roll.
Yep.
So when the kid announces, boom, the story's up. But most of the time, I guess there's sometimes you get caught by surprise. As far as Butler goes, what were you wanting to?
Well, I'm curious when you look at
John Butler
this past offseason. The question was, will Tony White stick around? Is he going to go to be the head coach at San Diego State or somewhere else? Is he going to go elsewhere? Now, if he were to leave this next offseason, if he has a good year, John Butler's goal is to be a coordinator, either NFL or college level. Is it possible that the replacement has been hired in John Butler?
Yeah. I'd say it's very, very possible. I mean, it's no slight to Terrence Knighton, no slight to Dvorak. Those are good coaches, but this guy's got so much more experience. He has run defenses. He ran the defense at Penn State in 2013, as we talked about earlier. His success level with the Bills was high. I mean, I can go through it real quick. The Athletic pointed this out. And this is great job by the Athletic. From 2018 through last season, this is what Butler helped produce. I'm not going to read all these stats because it's a long list, but I'll pick out a few. So from 8, and this is over a sustained period of time, 6 years. that Buffalo's defense ranks second in the NFL in points allowed, first in passing yards allowed per game, in that fewest, first in yards per completion, fewest, first in yards per attempt, fewest, first in TD passes allowed, sixth in completion percentage. So kind of on and on. Second in interceptions, second in receiver fumbles lost. I mean, he had a very good run at Buffalo, first as their secondary coach, and then second, then the last 2 years, it was as the secondary coach and passing.
They also, with the Bills, they had lost their top cornerback, I think 2 years in a row, Tre'Davious White, to injuries. They lost their top.
They had a lot of,
they had a lot of injuries.
Damar Hamlin issue came up. No, he guided him through some storms. So yeah, when you read about him, his resume is really strong, particularly at Buffalo. He just had a really good run at Buffalo. Now, then they passed when Leslie Frazier left. As a defensive coordinator, Sean McDermott hired this guy, Bobby Babbage, and Butler decided that he would resign. He told The Athletic in February after his resignation that it was time to become a coordinator. Now, obviously nothing popped, and he was sitting out there. And I don't know that Rule did this, but it's easy to imagine Rule saying to him, look, I mean, you're not going to be the coordinator. We have one. We have a good one. But he's going to get, if the defense does what we expect, he'll probably get Tony White will get more looks as a head coach, and you'd be in position. Right. I don't think you can guarantee him. Maybe you can. Bill's in this business. I'm not in the business like Bill. Maybe you could guarantee him anything. I wouldn't do that. See how it goes.
Well, we've heard of a head coach in waiting. I've never heard of a DC in waiting.
I don't know if they do that or not. I don't.
No, you have one job: come in and get the secondary correct. Yep. That would be it.
Yeah. And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and the football is still football. He'll have great knowledge on everything there is. There is quite a difference between the two, between NFL and college football. There's some different things. All of a sudden, it's like the crazy tempo that doesn't happen in the NFL. The quarterback run game, option football,
right?
All those different things kind of come up. So there'll be some things to that, but it won't be anything that he won't have knowledge of. So I think it's a great hire. He'll do a tremendous job.
Just wonder if he's here today. I'd be interested.
I'd be shocked if he wasn't. Yeah,
really?
I'd be shocked if he wasn't here today.
Interesting. Yeah, you got to get rolling. Now I wonder, Bill, if they would bring in. Okay, so it's easy to imagine. Rule wasn't going to take much time off in July. I know that. Tony White would have to almost come back, right, off of vacation.
Yeah, I just hate to speculate what coach you're doing, but from what kind of knowledge they had going into this, how long this was out, how many conversations they've had, that all weighs into it a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
There's certain time I'm sure it's going to be we have to get some things, straightened out a little bit, and then there's probably there's a chance that also that he'll bring someone with him, because now that he can bring someone with him that can actually coach on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a role for somebody to say, listen, when I'm with the corners, you're going to go with the safeties, or vice versa, or maybe at different spots on the field to see different things. So he may bring someone with him
to help,
because
there's probably 25 plus guys in the secondary room, right?
At least it's big. It's a big room.
It's a big room. Just look at it logically. He's coaching 5 starters on defense. So it's not like a tight ends coach. You're coaching 5 starters on defense.
And there's a little difference between receiver is one of it, and then DB, because if you talk about 5-0 linemen, it's hard to coach 5-0 linemen. The one advantage is they line up 8 inches from each other. And so when they're in front of you right now, they'd be right there.
Right.
Where on defense, they'll be 48 yards apart. And so there's different when you're span and talking and doing all the things you have to be able to get done. There's a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah.
And then in general, most places now have someone that has, like myself at LSU, I had the safeties and I had the nickels and I had the dimes. That was my group.
Okay.
And so my group was large, and then Corey Raymond had the corners.
Corey Raymond, former Huskers.
He had the corners. And so that you knew your role of who you were coaching and what you did. And times you did stuff together, we were apart a lot because if you think it's kind of like, well, the safety, same DB, same as corner. No, it's not even close. If you don't work their skill set that they have to be doing, like, no, you don't get put in those spots.
Interesting.
And so you have to be able to, figure all those things out.
This is why all this Bill's saying, Jake, is why this could be tricky. It's tricky. It's not good timing. It's not. I'm not going to. Yeah, it's a good hire. Looks like a good hire. Still challenging. It's tricky. It's not what you
Quick
want.
turnaround here.
It's not what you want at all. I mean, it's. I think Nebraska fans were a little on edge because of that. I mean, you're looking at a season where they have a very manageable schedule. The defense is legitimately good. I'm not saying it's great. I don't think it was a great defense last year. I think it was good, but it has a chance to be very good. And then this happens. You don't want this stuff to happen. It's not ideal at all.
No, it's a setback for your entire. Now, first of all, they think you just don't want the distraction. So if you're a assistant coach on the staff, and when this broke out, your life was distracted.
Yeah,
they were all distracted.
Yeah.
If you're the running back coach, it still distracted you because all of a sudden there's all this what's going on. If you're just here in Lincoln and you're the tight ends coach, and all of a sudden all your neighbors are walking over to you like, what's going on over there? What's the deal? And then also there's people that are looking for jobs. And so if someone goes, hang on a second there, I know the quarterback coach, and somebody was with the Steelers and that needs a job. So he's probably reaching out to him. Hey, is this job available? What can I do to get in on this job? So all these phone calls were coming in also at the same time.
Yeah.
With all those.
Yeah. And the kids will have to adjust. But that's where I'd swing it back to. It's good that they got a 51-year-old guy who has an extensive resume, college and pro, seasoned. That'll help. It'll help. He's seen a lot of different things. He was at Penn State during one of the biggest scandals in sports history. He worked through it. I mean, so he can do it. It's going to take some elbow grease.
John Butler. He's the man for the job.
John Butler, Jake.
He's in.
From the rival Bills.
Yeah, well, he's gone now, so maybe the second year will go down. You never know.
Oh, that's the way you're looking at it.
I have to be hopeful. The Bills on the way down, hope.
Yeah, because you got a very average quarterback.
Hey, he was going to get paid here soon. More next early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey. I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados, plus Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville, $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at KoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon high around 84. Tonight, mostly clear with calm conditions and a low around 62. And tomorrow, more sunshine and calm winds with an afternoon high expected around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Click for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Trade Us, they grew up on farms, trade a lot of grain. They love the industry. They've met many farmers that found their grain marketing plan frustrating and intimidating, but their goal is to use their ingrained expertise to your advantage. They help alleviate the stresses of grain marketing so you can stay focused on what you love. Go tradeos.com, GOTREDAS.com.
Trade-offs. Ethan and Zane. Ethan and Zane. They're in Lindsay, Nebraska, which is that's your area, Steve.
That is definitely my
right
area.
near. That's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Ethan and Zane are based out of Lindsay with Trade-offs, and they're killing it. So what they're doing right now is just like we would do it in any program I was ever. I remember being at Nebraska.
Football program?
We in Nebraska. We come back in from camp. We have camp for like it was incredible long camp, and it was 3 sessions a day. But as soon as we came in from camp, like 11 o'clock, they'd bring you lunch. And we'd go in, and every place I was at, LSU, every place, and we'd be watching film. It'd be June, and you're spending major time on like Colorado. You're watching film. You're getting prepared. That's what they're doing at trade-offs right now. It's like a game plan so right now there's no grain, there's nothing being picked right now. We're in growing season.
Okay.
But they have a game plan for how you're going to start to stress this. What am I going to do? Where am I going to sell? What's the timing of this? They do all that for you. Everything's a game plan that's well thought out years in advance. You notice all of a sudden the week before the week before we played Colorado, they run that elbow option. We got to, whoa, look at that. No.
Crash course.
No, what do we do on this? Let's try this. Let's try this.
Right.
No, what we did? We worked on it all year round. That's how you understand.
That's what trade-offs does?
That's what they're doing all year round.
Preparation.
And in Lindsay, Nebraska, this is going on right now. It's incredible like that. Ethan and Zane, thank you for what you're doing on your game planning today.
Say the company again.
Yeah, trade-offs. The website is GOTREDAS.com. Trade-offs.
All right.
Run by Adam Ickes. At a page. Thank you, Adam.
Good player.
Blocked a key punt, didn't he?
What's that? Field goal.
Field
goal. Wow. It's hard to punt a game to punt to win the game.
Field goal.
They're going to punt to win the game.
Kind of odd.
That's a little odd there.
Anyway, no, that's good job by Ickes.
He's the man. Trade-offs.
All right, you wondered something interesting,
Well,
Jake.
I saw this on your colleague, Husker Online. Sean Callahan wrote about this in his little weekly rundown, that there's speculation about potentially grass coming back to Memorial Stadium in the near future. I would just ask anybody, listeners, Bill, obviously, what are the pros and cons if Nebraska were to go from field turf to grass in the near future?
Well, first of all, Rule has been vocal.
He has.
About just safety. He said, he was asked why he replaced the turf practice fields with grass. They have grass practice fields. He said, I wanted to put grass outside because I believe it's safer. He's on the record, and he's said it multiple times, that he thinks it's safer. Dan, and I believe, agrees. This is why people are speculating a lot about it. Well, the head coach wants grass. To me, it's just cut and dry. They're going to have grass at some point. It's just a question of when. I don't want to act like I don't know anything, but this is a common sense discussion to me. The head coach wants grass. It's probably going to happen. Okay. I just don't, like I said, I don't know when. But as a fan and as someone who appreciates Nebraska football, I like the idea of grass at Memorial Stadium. I think it'd be super cool.
I think it would be too. It'd be interesting. So the plus side is that playing on grass is how the game originated. The safety, I've not seen the exact numbers. If someone says, hey, this is the numbers between the two.
Rule rolls them out.
And right now, it's probably, I want to know if it's percentage-wise, because there's so much field turf that it's hard to say, well, there's more injuries on field turf. Well, there's way more field turfs. So I don't know the percentage of how that works out. I don't know that. Playing on grass is, whenever time you play on a great field on grass, obviously LSU was grass. The problem I just like to know about, or concern or question I would have, is what is grass like in November? What is it like for a playoff game in December? What is grass like? Because the growing season stops.
Yep.
You're not mowing the yard like feverishly in October.
Who has grass in the NFL?
Does Pittsburgh
Arrowhead.
Pittsburgh has grass, I believe. Steelers.
Doesn't Arrowhead have grass?
I think they do.
God, shouldn't we know that, by the way?
I know
this
that.
is a sports show.
Lambeau has grass, right?
Yeah, so
Lambeau Field.
Does Lambeau?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know.
That the Chicago Bears stadium had grass because it was in poor shape.
Right.
You don't want that. That's what you're talking about.
The Redskins Commanders had grass. They had all sorts of issues at FedEx Field forever.
So people always say, well, it can be done. It can be. There's just a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
Oh, yeah.
One thing would be that, and this has been brought up, this isn't an original idea by me, but it was been brought up, is that the state championship games no longer would be in the stadium.
You wouldn't think
because you couldn't play 8 games or 6, whatever it is, in the stadium.
And you're not going to have Garth Brooks then.
Yeah, again, it'd be
harder. Could you have Garth Brooks?
Well, they're going to put down. They'd put down a flooring. They put down like a plywood.
Did they do that at LSU?
So potentially could do. Yes, they did. Matter of fact, they had a huge country jam there, so that's possible.
Okay,
still.
So you can still do it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
You can still have a country jam.
Yes, you can still do that.
That's informative to me.
So they can have that. But I would. My concern is what is it like? And also it's like, because right away if you say, well, we'll just bring grass in like that if it goes bad. remember what happened in the Super Bowl, which we talked about. I said, well, the grass is going to be terrible in Phoenix, just so you guys know. It'll be terrible. Footing will be terrible. So if you get a game in October, all rain, and it just gets all tore up, okay, we have to replace it now. And so, hey, we're going to cut this out. We're bringing sod in, or bringing something in like that. Well, it doesn't grab or grasp at that time.
No.
So that's just these are just concerns,
problems.
It's not it's not so easy of just
Let's put some grass in.
Just put some grass in.
No,
and it's also you also don't want to be saying like can't do it. No, you can do it. You can do it. Absolutely.
You can now. You would probably now. This is amateur hour talk, but wouldn't you have to hire like a grass staff? Like you'd have to hire.
You have an incredible staff at Nebraska facilities wise, and they have the practice fields and the. It would be there would probably have to be more, and first it would be is like, do we have an elite specialist? Do we have someone from an NFL background from a grass field? Is it someone from the PGA Tour? Someone that has all this knowledge,
and not the Bears guy.
Okay.
Their grass is horrible.
When you go on on the field at like at Arizona State, it was like LSU was like
100.
LSU, you never went on the field except for game day. We didn't even go on like our Friday practice. We didn't go on the field.
You didn't?
No. We go on there in the spring. We never went into that stadium.
Really?
Not until
Georgia. Springtime.
Georgia's the same way. We asked if we could get on the field. When I was in New Mexico State, we played at Georgia. We get on the field on Friday. They look at us. You're funny. You're funny. They go. Georgia doesn't even get on the field on Friday. No one gets on this field. It's between the hedges.
But Bill, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When you come upon a stadium with grass, that's nice. It's you remember it. It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. It's like
now it does change because the one thing that would happen during rain would be, or any sort of moisture like that, the field turf really didn't even lose its.
Right.
It stayed. The footing stayed the same.
Is that right?
It's sloppy in the grass.
The grass would be different.
Sloppy,
or
right.
just like it just there's the field turf is not as slick at times where grass can just be slick.
Slick. What was that Super Bowl you called it? Where the Super Bowl was terrible footing.
The one I just talked about no more than 2 minutes ago in detail. Phoenix. I talked about this the other day. Went over in great detail.
Terrible footing.
Terrible footing. It's horrible for a Super Bowl.
Yep.
And what they do,
guys are slipping all over.
They bring it outside. They grow the grass outside. Then they bring it in on a belt basically, and they drop it in. So we played in the Fiesta Bowl.
Cool to watch that, by the way.
In the Fiesta Bowl, we played it. It was horrible. It's absolutely horrible when we played on it. That's why I had the knowledge of this is not going to be good. Just watch it. This will not be good, and it wasn't. And so there's a lot of things that go with it. But again, to say you can't do it, no, you can do it.
Yeah.
But just always know that there's everything that goes around is like there's always more to it. Northwestern used to be grass, and it was like this high.
It was incredible.
Yeah,
it was high.
It was high,
and it wasn't cool.
It wasn't cool.
When you walked down, you were like, "Oh, this is cool." No, it's not. It's not cool.
No, they're like this is awful.
No, it's that's like Columbus High School.
Yeah, that's what you look like.
No, nothing wrong with Columbus High School. They got field turf.
But like I said, if the percentages say, like I said, one thing you can't say is like, well, there's more injuries on field turf when everyone's on it. High schools now will play their entire season on field turf.
Sure. Easier to maintain.
Yeah, easier.
That's what we're talking about. It's easier.
Especially the reason it's so good for high schools in different in places that it can get used by multiple. All of a sudden, you can play. Well, we're going to play soccer. We played it where they played at Seacrest. They play soccer at Seacrest, and they play football at Seacrest. They do all kinds. Guess why? It doesn't beat it up.
Nope.
Grass is like you got to be like, whoo, stay away from that one.
And you don't have to. Field turf, you need to replace it at some point.
It's about an 8-year process.
Yeah,
8 to 10 years. 8 years ago, okay, we had to be able to do this.
Yeah, and Nebraska's field turf, I think, is only 3 years old.
Yeah. So then you also go through. It's like, okay, what's the difference in maintenance? Well, we got to do the watering part. It's not like a financial deal, but then every week. So if it's Friday, what day are we painting on? Well, it's going to be raining Friday. Well, can we get it painted in time on Saturday? Whatever time. When's the field? Now, here's the next thing.
That's all work.
People have grass, so it gets done. So don't think that it's not like. But I'm saying you can't get it done.
You can get it done.
It's just a lot more when you sit down and say, okay, let's write this all up on a whiteboard.
It's a lot
on what's going to go down here, how we're going to get this done.
You'd have a full-time grass staff, I would think.
It'd be pretty major.
Yeah.
You'd have to have someone, like I said, that had that. And also, it doesn't do you any good to bring up LSU's. Doesn't do you any good to bring any place else up because that's a different growing environment. So you have to have somebody from the Bears, somebody from these areas.
Not the Bears.
To have this.
Not this.
Their field is horrible.
Not Soldier Field. Stay away from the Soldier Field.
So that scares you a little bit because it's the NFL. They probably had a pretty good plan.
What you think?
You would think they probably at least talked about it. Like, I'm sure, like, well, I don't know what happened. We put a bunch of bluegrass down, thought it'd go.
That'd be good.
Why are we talking about it? Because there is a lot of speculation, and the head coach has talked about it openly.
It'd be really cool. And also, you said it gives you that there is a recruiting advantage if that's something that you like. You play in that. I'd imagine like in Oregon, it'd be like, you know what? We play a lot of games in the rain. It rains up here. I don't think we want to do this. I don't think it'd be. Now they could.
What's Austin? It's Austin.
Yeah, field turf.
It's field turf.
Yeah, field turf. And so I can't imagine that they wouldn't be like going, no, that's a good idea for us. It's not a good idea for them.
So we'll see what the future holds for Memorial
I hope they
Stadium.
do it because I think it'd be cool.
Super cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
And Matt Rule wants it.
It hasn't been there since what when
Long
70s.
time.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think even you go back, the old school AstroTurf was there in the. I think that
80s.
I think Johnny Rogers was on turf.
AstroTurf.
AstroTurf.
I think he
yes.
was too.
Yeah.
When he ran back that
you want to talk about brutal?
Oh,
AstroTurf.
It's cement.
It was insane.
It was cement.
It wasn't even so much the cement part of it, was the abrasive part of it, where you just lost layers of skin.
Yeah.
And you had to be dressed head to toe.
Yeah.
You want high socks too, because if you fell on your side of your calf, it just ripped it off. And then it never healed. It never healed during the season. If something happened to you, game 2, you had
Still
that.
there.
It was the infection. The number of times the trainers had to spend time on it. Because if it happened, it was infected immediately.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now.
Oh, nice.
464-568. 5 chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is all-time college leading passers by school. I will give you the school, the yardage. Who's the passer that leads that school?
I'm saying I'm a good for at least 1 for 4.
1 for 4.
I got one. If you have one and we hit the right
All
two,
right, just lock
then we
in.
win.
The key is locking in.
464-5685. Shut up, Simple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip and Bill and Trivia. You guys are on a heater right now the last couple weeks.
We are?
Yeah.
You are. The record, 101 and
God.
81. You're 20 games over 500.
The streak says
Borderline.
You've
7.
won 7 straight games. It's a heater.
The heater.
It's a heater.
We got up to what? We thought what 10 or 12? What did we get up to?
12 one time.
12 one time.
12 recently. I mean, recently we got up to 12, and we're on a 7-game win streak right now.
And when do we reset?
August
1st.
1st.
So we'd have to lose 20 in a row.
It's not going to happen, is it? Not going to happen.
So. I don't think it's
Not if
gonna
we're
happen.
locked in.
Well, we've got Fricky on the line. Fricky, how do you feel about
Fricky?
Fricky, Fricky, Fricky. How do you feel about all-time college leading passers, Fricky?
Well, I'm going to give it my best shot. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Thank you.
Touch
right.
gloves in the middle of the ring. No, nothing below the belt.
You bump both hands when you're a boxer.
Yeah, you should.
Should you just
Yeah,
come up like that?
Yeah, like that.
Boom, like that.
Let's
Let's get it on.
First question to you, Fricky. Here we go. Who has the most passing yards in Oklahoma history with 16,646 yards?
It's one of two.
Oh,
For Fricky here.
Oklahoma. You said Oklahoma?
I said Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to guess.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3.
Yeah,
2.
I'm not sure on that one.
No guess at all?
That's what I said too.
1 second.
But then
No.
All right, give me the
I
horns.
can't.
Horns.
take your guess.
If you don't know it, don't take it.
Oh
As
God.
you know,
Yeah, we I mean, I think we should pass because it seems like there's
Okay.
3 that. I mean,
We're going to pass, but we think it's Bradford.
no.
It wasn't. Okay.
It was Landry Jones was the answer there.
Wow.
Landry Jones.
That
I
one
didn't
was.
have him.
I was going to go white. I was going white,
White
second.
Bradford, yeah,
Yeah, I was going white.
yeah. I said
my
Bradford or White.
So you passed. 0
Landry
time.
Jones.
Landry Jones. Landry Jones. For the lead first
He wasn't
question,
even that good.
They should get a statue.
Bill is in play here. Who has the most passing yards in BYU history with 15,031 yards?
Oh God, it's got to be one, right? Is there some new guy that I don't know about? Because I'm thinking about an old guy. with black hair, wavy. NFL commentator. Steve Young.
No, I knew the answer.
Don't say
I
it.
knew the
Don't
answer.
say it. Fricky, do you want that one or not?
Oh, God.
Let's see. BYU history.
That's who I think it is.
5 seconds if you want it, or else you can pass. You can pass. 5.
Okay, I'm gonna pass.
What was the answer there?
Detmer?
It was Ty Detmer. Yes, that was correct.
Detmer.
Bill was in play. Didn't take him. Back to you. Fricky, 0-0 tie. Last question. Who has the most passing yards in Hawaii history with 17,072 yards? Second all time in college football history.
Oh, Hawaii.
Second all time in the history of college football.
Clock's running.
Bill knows
Yeah,
this.
that's got.
5.
That's got. Yeah.
4. 3.
Oh, God, I can't think of it.
2. 1.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one.
Okay.
This was a dud.
Horns.
He didn't work on the chain game. He worked on the Chang game.
Timmy Chang.
Oh,
Timmy Chang.
Tommy.
Timmy Chang, also the head coach right now in Hawaii.
Whoa.
Timmy Chang. Yes, he
Timmy
is.
Chang's the head coach?
Yes, he
Who
is.
would be second on that list? It'd be a name
In
we'd know.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Didn't that win it for us?
Brennan.
Colt Brennan
is second.
That's who I would have guessed.
No, it's not over yet because if he missed this,
Oh, that's right.
he
Okay.
can steal. But Bill
I'm
is out.
out.
Over you.
Thank you, though.
For
You
the
got
win.
that.
Sip for the win. Who has the most passing yards in Georgia history with
Ooh, I know it.
13,166 yards?
I don't know.
I know. I'm not going to.
Georgia?
Georgia.
I can't name. I don't even know if I can. Steve Barkowski. Damn it.
You need to go for this one. Who is
Played
this,
against
Fricky?
Nebraska. You won't get it. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Well,
That's,
buzzing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no clue.
take any guesses at all that they don't. The answer was
Aaron Murray.
Aaron Murray is correct. Who played
Played
against
against Nebraska. I still didn't know.
We'll get you there, buddy. Cop.
I was at the game.
I was at the game. He's good too.
I had Detmer.
I don't think that he took a single guess today, Fricky. I think
That's
he
okay.
he passed 3 times.
Well, I tell you what, there was some stuff there that wasn't the easiest.
Did Barkowski play for Georgia?
No, he played for the Falcons.
Well, that was.
What did he play college ball at, though?
Yeah, where'd Barkowski play
I
in
have
college?
no idea.
Steve Barkowski.
I thought he played at Georgia.
He threw a Hail Mary one time to Billy White Shoes Johnson. He did.
Aaron Murray, I covered against. He played against Pelini's team, and he was a pinpoint passer. I'll tell you that.
Pinpoint.
Wow. Yeah,
It's good. Late round pick. I think the Chiefs never panned out at all, obviously.
Yeah,
But
man, he could.
He's with the SEC Network, I think now.
That was a tight spiral coming out of his hand.
before we go to the spillover, First Rate Ag, Holdridge, full service ag.
Number
retailer.
one.
They offer everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. Been around for 25 years in business. Reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or Chris, as always.
This will be the busiest week of the year, probably on the last chance of application, because it looks like we have not much rain. We've got some high heat, so they're rolling. They are rolling during this time right now. This week is going to be, they'll work 100 hours. They'll work 100 hours this week. Yeah.
Well, we're doing it too.
We're doing the same thing.
We have turned the corner now. The season, I'm saying the season, I don't know. You guys don't have to be in the same mindset as me. Everybody's a little different, but I think we're in it now. The season's upon us.
Media days tomorrow and Wednesday for Big 12, so we're in it right now.
Bill was thinking about going.
We can still go
to Allegiant
tomorrow.
Stadium.
We can go today still if you want.
God, that'd be
Report
fun to
back
be there.
in.
I'm telling you.
I'm not joking around.
Right now,
It'd be fun.
The Big 12 is the most intriguing conference in my mind. It really is intriguing.
Let me think about that.
There's
What about the Big 10?
They're all good, but the Big 12, this thing about it, every team you're going like, oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty
Wide
good.
open.
Okay, they just who came in the league? Well, Utah came in. They're favored to win it. Who else came in? Arizona. They're a top 4 pick to come into it. What does Colorado bring? Can you bring more eyes than Colorado? Nope. Prime's brought in unbelievable eyes.
It's wide open
coming in. Arizona State's kind of a like that. Nothing great coming in with it.
They're picked last.
But there is going to be. I mean, that's incredible.
Arizona State's picked last, and you look at them and say they're not going to win it. But
here's what
you look at: 10 teams could win.
10 teams could win it. Also, it's interesting about it is that remember, if they win, whoever wins it, they get a bid, automatic bid. They're into the tournament
Playoff.
and also they get a bye. So they could. So a team could be could finish,
Kansas
8-6, win the league, and you get a bye.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame could go undefeated and not get a bye.
Interesting. Hey, by the way,
fascinating.
Call me out on some certain things. 10 teams could win it. Do you think there's 10?
I've probably more 8-ish, but yeah, if you went down the line, could Oklahoma State win it? Yes.
Yeah, well, they're picked second or third. But get down to West Virginia. Could West Virginia win it?
Why wouldn't you? When you take out the best two teams, Texas and Oklahoma, it just the playing field just went like this. Texas is the most lucrative university in the world. They have more money. They make more money than anybody there is, and they're gone. Oklahoma's right up there with them. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, everybody's looking around. I told you, we talk about divisions on where you lot. So before you recruiting and you were at Texas Tech, I go, this is fun, but Texas and Oklahoma, we can't even compare to them. Oh, now we can.
Oh, you can.
Now we can. Oh. Because I don't know. I mean, does Colorado? Do they have the budget?
We're going to break.
No, we got to go to break. That's okay. I like pushing it.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today. Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in July. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all Karma Latte sales go to the Pediatric Cancer Action Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an Exactly Merge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
For
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Health LNK is Lincoln's newest weight loss center, located at 7121 Pioneers Boulevard. At Health LNK, they've got all the goodies. From magic beans, okay, they're vitamins and supplements, to health gurus, they call them coaches, who know all the tips and tricks to make you feel your best. Let's face it, we all want to feel better, so why not get help from the professionals? Health LNK is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. Visit Health LNK today at 71st and Pioneers.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover. AD with us for a quick spillover today. AD, how was the 4th of July weekend?
It was great,
A lot
man.
of golf I saw.
Yes, there was some golfing, a lot of eating.
A lot of eating.
That's how you
A
do
lot
it.
of eating,
That's how you
man.
do it.
A lot of eating. It was good. How about you guys?
What was the best, like, is there anything memorable that you ate? Or was it just standard July 4th fare?
Yeah, it was pretty much standard July 4th fare, man. Burgers, dogs.
Yeah.
And a lot of them. Dude, I'm ready back for routine, man. I can only do that so long.
Thank you for saying that.
I like
agree,
routine.
I agree. Yeah.
100. I was disoriented the whole week.
Big time.
4 days of just
I was just disoriented.
terrible habits.
I was on the disoriented express.
Yes. Yes.
You know the Orient
Tom Hanks
Express?
there with you?
Yes.
The
Well, see-
Orient Express. I was on the disoriented express.
And I just came back from in town.
Yeah.
Remember, I was gone for a while, and then the 4th hits, and I had family in town. So yeah, I'm just Monday reset routine.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Back
I
to the
think
gym.
I think most
Yes.
people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the gym, back to a
Yes.
standard work week.
Yes.
Yeah, last week was weird. As like on Friday, the whole day I thought it was Saturday.
Yes.
Like the
Oh,
whole
same
day.
here. Same here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I thought Saturday was Sunday for the whole day.
So you're
Yeah.
you're just disoriented.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
And then the boomers are going off. You're freaked out by that.
So how does Louie, your dog, do with
Hates
the
it.
fireworks?
Does
Because
he?
Bullet
Hates it.
hates it for Sip.
I was assigned to Bullet.
The bullet didn't like me either.
No,
No.
jacks him up.
No, yeah. He's in the
He's a
house.
mess.
He's in his bed, just like crouched down. Like
That's
that.
how Bullet is.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants no parts of it.
No.
I saw a video of AD's dog, Louie, eating an entire watermelon. Head an entire thing. Oh, it's incredible. This video is amazing. It's an
I
amazing
put down
video.
a watermelon?
Oh, it's incredible.
He put his
What a
whole-
video.
He put his whole head into it.
He's just
And
going
Sip-
to town on the watermelon.
So it's hilarious, man. I mean, he goes, that's the outskirts right there of
He's
it.
just sticking his head in and going, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Louie.
He got that.
Oh, I'm gonna show you the one we got.
He
I mean, literally, his whole head is in this thing.
He likes the
Yeah,
watermelon.
his head is in the entire.
I don't think all dogs like watermelon.
Well, I tell you what, this one does,
Yeah.
and it
Louis.
is. I mean, look, his whole head's.
His head-
So he eating watermelon.
Look at him going to town.
That's
mean,
awesome.
He is not messing around,
Hey,
man.
food
His
is
head
food.
is in the
His
watermelon.
entire
It's all
head
the way
is in
in.
the watermelon.
You should do that for him every 4th of July.
Yeah, you know that was.
That's
I
the
think they're
coping
okay doing
mechanism.
that.
Oh yeah, it's great for him.
Yeah.
Watermelon's good for him.
That's the coping mechanism
Yeah.
for the fireworks. You get a big watermelon.
Stick your
Yeah.
head in that
Stick
watermelon.
your head in there, and then when the evenings, like I said, when those booms come, man, he's out. He's out. He wants no parts of it.
No, I've told these guys on our show, Bullet does weird things. Like he'll go under the sink.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He'll go
So
under.
that shows you the type of stress he's under, man. Yeah. Poor thing, man.
How do you find him under the sink? Just
you see him going in there. It's just sad. It's like, boy,
come on, man.
And he can't talk to him.
No.
He can't reason with them.
No, he's like, I've had enough.
Right. Yeah.
I need shelter.
And they look at you like,
really?
Well, what is going on?
Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Why?
And you try to take them for a walk. They walk, they walk like 50 yards. They hear a boomer and they just turn around.
Yep.
Nope. Done with this.
Yeah.
I'm going back inside.
Yep.
Going where it's safe. That's it for us. The Drive with the Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise.